going on with it there, YouTube? Greater Black, Blackout ENT. How's it going? Did you have a good free comic book day weekend? Hopefully you did. Let me know below. I got some books. I might show them to you later. Don't know. Let me know if you're interested. Somebody already has. Thumbs up to that young lady. Good cat, good cat. Shout out. Shout out. So let's talk about Champions number 5. Let's talk about Major X number 3 and Justice League number 23. Now those are kind of random choices. I'm just going to talk about them really kind of quickly with you guys. Champions number 5 is by Jim Zub, and it features Cyclops coming back to the team to help him. It has the the fallout of what happened with Miles Morales, changing the timeline with Braun, Amadeus Cho. They changed the timeline to save Miss Marvel, and Vision will now also, he's kind of dealing with that. It's a call to action, has to go in there and sort of help. We'll see what happens with that next time. Miss Marvel is really having a hard time. She's lost a lot of teammates, but on this particular mission, she gets joined by an old friend, Scott Summers, from the Uncanny X-Men. He got a missing eye. He's a real Cyclops at this point. And it's a pretty good, inspiring issue. Pretty alright. And then by the end of the issue, Dust from the X-Men lines up on their team. Dust is a mutant with who's a Muslim with like sort of crazy sand powers. I don't know if I should, you know, it's funny because I say that, you say the word, and anything like that, a religion can get you in trouble. Everyone's mad at me because I said the name of a religion. I'm scared now, by the way. I shouldn't have said that I didn't mean it in a rude way, but that's what the character, one of their defining traits. And so it makes you worry then, oh my God, they're going to act like I'm a bad guy. I didn't say anything derogatory. It's the name of their religion. I would never say anything bad about people. I'm not a racist in any way, shape, or form, or anything else, or sexist or anything else. I'm a regular, friendly dude, 100% equal opportunity. If I need to specify that, it's sad, but these days you do, kind of. Anyway, moving on. Major X number 3. Unfortunately written by Liefeld as opposed to drawn, but it was drawn by the awesome Whilce Portacio. I'm a huge fan of Whilce. Used to see him over on X-Men books. I believe he's the creator of Bishop, but he made wet works for Image Comics, Image being that offshoot of Marvel all those years ago where all the artists got together and made their own thing. It's not an offshoot of Marvel, it's just a bunch of people who used to be at Marvel. Basically, Major X and MCoy, which is like an all-white furred version of the Beast, sort of get sent to travel to look for their existential character, whatever the frick that is. I don't even know how you say that. Anyway, they wind up coming across, it looks almost like a prison area. I don't know what the deal is with prisons right now in comics, but they're pretty common. I've never noticed them in the past, but they end up going against Dreadpool and the Scourge, which is his ugly little creatures who follow him. They look like a bunch of demons or something. But great artwork, fantastic artwork. I love Whilce Portacio. I'm actually a huge fan. Really underrated. I think that I'd like to see a lot more of his artwork keep going. So we can give him positives. Story's okay. It's nothing to write home about, but the next one's going to be in 4 weeks, so hopefully it'll at least be drawn, I should say, by Liefeld. I don't like his writing. Sorry, guys. You can feel how you want to feel about that. Justice League, number 23 by Snyder and Jimenez, on the other hand, is part 4 of the 6th Dimension, and is quite good. We're going to find, checking back in with the team on Future Apocalypse, coming back across the suited up, like in a sci-fi sort of suit, excuse me, Lieutenant, I suppose you'd say, Lois Lane, as well as Jimmy Olsen, and they're just sort of taking it out on, again, putting our heroes into prison with the bad guys. Well, in the end, the little guy, who's like the spawn, I suppose you say, the brood of like Martian Manhunter and Hawkgirl, comes in and ends up freeing them, but freeing all the baddies as well. So got a big battle on their hands there. And Superman, all the while, is off in that other universe, sort of trying to jump to the sun thing. He's got to go to the sun because he's powered by the sun. That's one of his, how he keeps his powers going. And basically, all the while, Batman is being talked to by that dude who looks like he needs a scimitar, and he looks kind of like a genie, basically, the World Forger, who's trying to coerce him to get rid of the suns. Basically, I assume he's kind of a dude who has to coerce people to do bad deeds because he can't do them himself. But very good. I would say that was a very decent issue, probably my favorite out of the 3. And I should give him a rating real quick. I think Champions Wasn't terrible, but it is a War of the Realms tie-in, which is unfortunate. I'd only give it a 5 out of 10 stars. Wasn't bad, wasn't good. I don't like tie-ins, man, and I don't like those large sweeping when they have the name of a big thing and it just goes across everything, a crossover or whatever. It's not really my thing. Major X, the artwork pretty much saved it, so I'd give it a 5. And Justice League, I would give a pretty decent. And I was saying these are 5 out of 10, by the way. I'm not giving them a 5, like a fucking 5, like, excuse my language, but I'm not a shill. I don't shill. I give honest opinions of mine. I thought Justice League was pretty good. I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. If you like what I said, if you've read these, let me know what you think below. I also read Deathstroke number 43, Green Lantern number 7, and War of the Realms number 3. So if any of those interest you, let me know below. Got a whole bunch of comics for Free Comic Book Day. I also went and bought a bunch of comics, so maybe I'll show off a haul or something. Let me know if that interests anybody. Have a great day. Take care. Black out.